everybody, this is Raven, and today I'm going to do a very different kind of tag because mostly already started to suspect that something else is going on here except just a goth guy putting YouTube videos, and you saw some stuff going on here. Found this tag so you can pretty much know me better, even though I don't want to talk about it much, so I think it will just say what I want to say, but without going into it in too much details. So this is called the witch tag. The witch tag is pretty much a tag that witches do on YouTube, so I decided to do it myself also. So the first question is, what kind of a witch are you? Well, you can say I'm quite the Celtic kind. Like, I do combine many stuff from many other traditions, but mostly you can say I'm traditional mixed with chaos magic stuff. So yeah. Next question is, how did you discover your path? Well, since a young age I was really into it, and everybody around me, including my parents and stuff like that, told me that this thing isn't real. So I pretty much quit it till one time I was feeling like really empty, like what's up, what's going on, and I played like a video game, and inside this video game there was like magicians and witches and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it out. If it works, I'm going completely into it. If not, then yeah, I'll just keep going with whatever I did. So in the end, the thing that I did worked, so I continued, and yes. Next question, how long have you been practicing? I guess something between 3 years, I think. What path tradition do you follow? Well, I don't have one path. I try to find the gold in everything. But for now, like, the thing that I'm really into is more traditional witchcraft. Are you a solitary or do you have a coven? I'm solitary. Do you practice divination? If so, what technique? Well, I tried many techniques, but the thing that really works like perfectly for me is the tarot. Would you teach and practice witchcraft to your children? Well, it depends if they are into it and if they want to learn it. Like, I'm not going to make someone who doesn't have anything to do with it practice it, because it won't work. Do you have any patron, matron, deity? Well, I think what they mean is like some kind of protector. No, I don't have anything like that. Favorite pantheon? More into the individual stuff than the whole pantheon. Favorite goddess? My favorite goddess is Kali. This is Kali. She is my favorite because she's basically nature in its more prime, bestial, primitive, untouched by human nature. So this is Kali, and that's why I'm really into it, because I'm not searching for something that is human. I'm searching for something that's more pure, and Kali is the purest among, you can say, the goddesses, at least for me. Favorite god? Well, I have two favorite gods, but the one that currently I'm really into is the one that has many names, but he have goat head, and you will figure out the rest. Your sun sign? My sun sign is Aries. Your moon sign? Capricorn. Do you have a familiar? If you don't know, familiar is like a spirit that helps you with spells and such. And no, I don't have any familiar, but there are some stuff around me that help me. Thoughts on the afterlife? Well, I do think, like, I do believe in incarnation, but also something that I learned from Hinduism and Buddhism is that there is a way to get out of the circle of life, and this is something that got me into it, because that's what I'm looking for, like get out of this circle of life and death. Have you ever had any paranormal experiences? Yes, I had many. Well, not many, but I had one time here, and I asked if there's something here, and one knock on the closet. Then I ask another question, and another knock on the closet. So, are you out of the broom closet? If so, how do your friends and family feel about the path? Well, right now I'm getting out of the broom closet, but yeah, my friends and family does know what I'm doing, and they don't really care too much, or at least try not to, but when things starting to get a little muddy, they come for help. What is something that inspires you? I can see, let's say, a beetle, and it will inspire me, or I'll learn my lesson out of it, like out of its behavior at that moment. Or same thing with any kind of tree, rock, or animal. Do you have an altar? Yes, it's right here, to be honest. What's a spell that you have done? Well, I've done many spells, and they work. Yeah, I know it's going to be the next question for you. Did it work? Yeah, they worked. What do I do? It depends on the situation. Like, I don't do a lot of spells because I'm not greedy, but when I do, it's something that I really need. Do you have a totem or spirit animal? Yeah, it's raven, of course. Favorite pagan holiday that you celebrate? I think you can guess it out. You know it as Halloween. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I think it's Samhain, Swahain, something like that. Do you meditate? Yeah, I think it's a really basic thing. Have you gone to a psychic, tarot reader, Reiki master, healer, and such? No, I've never been into any of those. What are some witch books that have influenced you? Well, I don't have any specific book that really influenced me, and pretty much when I'm reading something, I'm taking what I need or what seems good to me or what works for me, and the rest I'm not using, and I have many books, so I don't have anything specific, but let's just say I like good looking books if it's for inspiration. Favorite witch website? No, don't have any favorite. Favorite witch movie? It will be the movie The Witch. It's really done good, like folkish wise, it's really correct. Favorite mythological animal? It will be the Minotaur. I don't really into the story, but more in its symbolism of a horned, half beast, half man thing inside a maze. It's very much like the maze can represent our brain, and the horned beast is our god or true self. So it's like going inside the maze and searching for the true self. Favorite herb will be radiola. Favorite gem? I think favorite gem will be obsidian. Rune of your choice? Well, I don't really use runes, but I use the Hebrew alphabet because it's my language. So my favorite letter will be the letter Shin. Shin is fire, fire is knowledge. The fire of knowledge, if you know that. And also fire is will, the true will. So this is my favorite. Tarot card of your choice. My favorite tarot card is the Devil card. Now, the tarot card is really my favorite because it have more wisdom than the other cards. At least for me, because I'm actually been into the process as the Devil card represent. And the story tells that the Fool, the first card, is going through a spiritual journey, and each time he goes from card to card to card to card to card. So in the end he comes to the Devil after he had many spiritual experiences, and the more you get closer to the Devil, the more you feel like earthly desires, and starting to get hungry, and starting to get horny, and he wants power and selfish and greed and all of those starting to raise up in him, and he comes in front of the devil and he's shouting at him, "I have given up all such desires." Now the fool shares it's some kind of test. Now the devil looks at him and he say, "All I'm doing is bringing out what is already in you." Then he continues, "Such feelings are nothing to fear, nothing to be ashamed or even to avoid. They are even useful to helping you in your quest for spirituality, though many try to pretend otherwise." Now many spiritual paths say, especially the right hand path, say that you need to avoid such stuff. And in my journey I learned that in specifically same kind of way that it's not the case. Now the fool doesn't really believe him, and he pointed out into those two and say, "You say that even though those are clearly enslaved to the material world." Now the god and again mimicking him and say, "Take another look." Now he looks again and he realized that the chains or rope isn't tightened at all. They can pretty much let it off anytime they want. The devil say they can be free if they wish to be. They remain here because they want to be controlled by their base bestial desires. There are, however, others. And so the devil is pointing into the mountain behind him and say, "Others who have used the same impulses to climb the highest heights, if they had denied their desire, they never have gotten there." And hearing this, the fool sees that he has been mistaken the god. This is not a creature of evil as he thought, but the greater power, the lowest and the highest, both the beast and the god. Like all power, it is frightening, it is dangerous, but it's also the key to freedom and transcendence. This is why I love the devil card. This is why it has so much meaning, like it has the best meaning for my spiritual journey, and that's pretty much why my own god kinda look like that. Next question. Symbol sigil of your choice. It's called a Trishul in India. It can also have many names, but basically the meaning of it, well, to be honest, it has so many meanings. Like 3 is a really strong number because it has so many meanings. It can be past, present, future, and such more. It can be like the triangle, you know, triangle have 3. So it can be so many things, but for me this symbols means is the end of duality. How? You have 2, right? The 2 on the sides. They are basically the horns, by the way. And then you have the middle part. The middle part is the fire of knowledge. It's the end of duality. It's the end of female and male, the end of good and evil, black and white and such, and it's completely true stuff without any duality. You can see it also as the symbol of the caduceus. Caduceus, it's 2 snakes flipping around the rod, and in the end it have like a ball with wings. Symbols inside of it, and I incorporate into this tattoo, as you can see, 2 snakes over here with fire and the third eye open as sees behind dualities. Now in the next question they want me to show you some of my tools. I'm not going to show it to you because it's not really my thing to show such personal stuff, but I can just tell you and let your imagination go with it. So your athme. Athme is pretty much a knife. I don't have a knife, but if I do have, it will look like Chris blade, you know, going something like that. Your wand. Well, I have many wands. For every job you need its own tools, so basically for every spell, ritual and stuff like that, I need a special tool for it. So I have many wands from many different kinds of woods. Your Calderon. I don't use Calderons, to be honest. Your Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows is the book that you have all your spells, rituals, theories, and such. My book looks like the binding is wood. In the middle you have a pentagram. Your tarot decks. Well, I use two different kinds of deck. One of them is Oswald Worth Tarot. This one I don't use for divination, but more for rituals and wisdom. The other one is the Classic Raider. This one I use for divination because the symbolism is much more clear in that one. Something which related you won't right now. Well, I ordered a book and I really wanted to already come and to read it. And that's it for today, guys. It was kind of different, I know. I hope you liked it. I'm not going to talk about it much, so don't expect for more videos like that. So I hope you appreciate the little bit that I'm sharing right now. So don't forget to subscribe right here, next video right here, and please leave me a comment.